how are you all doing? I've got a new garnish recipe for you called Tulle. Alright, let's get started with this recipe. I've taken a bowl here and I'm adding in 180 grams of oil. You can use olive oil if you like, but I think it's best to use refined oil. Then go ahead and add 160 grams of water. And then we'll add 35 grams of fine flour. Basically, that's just your regular maida. Now I'm using blue food color, it's my favorite color, so I've used blue. If you want, you can use a different color, or you can even make it without any color at all. When everything is done, you need to mix it thoroughly. While mixing, make sure there are no lumps in it. Mix it properly, because if there are any lumps, your product won't turn out well. I've used a non-stick pan. You should also use a non-stick pan so that your product turns out even better. If you use a normal pan, there's a risk of it sticking, and your product won't come out as well. You might be wondering why I'm placing my hand over the non-stick pan. Actually, I'm just checking its heat so that when I make the flatbread, it doesn't burn. You can see that I've poured the mixture into the pan and how it's cooking, with holes forming and the oil slowly releasing.
1 hour later, 75 years later,
2,000 years later,
3,000 years later, 1 eternity later.
You can collect this oil in a container or a bowl just like I'm using a mug here so that the excess oil can drain off and the final product turns out even better. Let it cook for a little longer. Now that the oil has come out, it's become quite dry and it's slowly starting to get a golden color, which is what I want for garnishing. I'm giving it a light golden color so it gets nicely cooked. If you prefer not to make it golden, that's fine, just make sure it's cooked thoroughly. You can also use a paper towel. Here I had a tissue paper, so I placed it on that for a while to let any excess oil drain out and make it completely dry so that the final product turns out even better.
रुको जरा, सबर करो।
बस, हवा निकल गई।
You can see that my final product is all ready, and it's got those nice lacy patterns on it. I've also made a couple of other colors like you can see. There's a white one where I didn't use any color, and there's a red one where I did add some red coloring. I'm also showing you how I'm using it for garnishing. I had a coffee mousse here, and I've placed the white one on top for you to see. Here I've taken a piece of pastry in a bowl and I'm putting on the red colored tuile that you can see, the one I made. I'm placing it on top just for the purpose of making this video. A heartfelt thank you to all of you for watching my video.